I do love Chinese. So like I said, I'm not going to preach, oh, be healthy, because you want to be happy in life. I'm not saying that. But have people said it to me? Yes. It didn't happen overnight. It happened over a lot of time. It was one touch or two touch, and it was enough touches that people, when they would discuss with each other, like, you know, Orry touched me, and they confirmed to each other that I felt better after the touch. I once may or may not have cured a man of erectile dysfunction with my touch. Amazing, yum. A party lasts 3 hours, but you know what doesn't? A grudge. A grudge lasts a lifetime. So you don't call me to your party is over in 3 hours, babe. But my grudge is gonna last a lifetime. And I hold a grudge, I'll remember. Everyone asked me, was your Bigg Boss with Salman scripted? Were those answers scripted? I was like, babe, I didn't even know what I was saying. Because I was like vomiting whatever was in my mind.
Kylie Jenner, that picture went viral like how? Like what is this connection you both had? Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I cut my cake at her house once for my birthday and it was cute, but we're not friends. I have made my work into talking about how I don't like work. And the more I talk about how I don't like work, the more work I get. And the more work I get, in which I'm talking about how I don't like work, the more money I'm making. And I'm making more money just by preaching that one shouldn't waste their time trying to make money. So I don't really know how the system works, but it's worked for me. The lion, the witch, and the audacity of this. The fact that friend forgot that she pulled the same non-working debit credit card again, and that too in front of me, shameless, just done it again.
On my special show Zoom Street Diaries, powered by Chinese Wok, and today I have a special guest. He needs no introduction because people know him here and there and people just love him. So join me as I welcome the sensational person Orry on your Zoom.
Thank you.
First of all, lovely to have you, Orry.
Thank you for having me.
And you are making me horrified. I could see the energy and the aura changing of this place thanks to you.
How sweet, you're so kind.
But I have to say that, you know, what made Orry the Orry?
People say that I just have a very, very, very uncontrollably attractive aura. That's what people say. I don't know. I can't confirm, but I've heard that from a lot of people.
So we do say, and even I have.
You said it yourself. I didn't ask you to say. You said it. So people have said it.
People have said that for sure. But you know, there's this one thing also about you, which is your special Bilbil touch.
Yes.
And people's life has changed.
Yes,
because
yes,
of that.
yes, it
and
has.
Many people like.
Yes.
I've heard very influential people.
Yes.
Are really like, you know.
Yes, it's.
Waiting to get that touch.
Yes, it is.
I have not got that touch.
You have not gotten the touch.
Because I have some other demands over here. But I want to know, like, what exactly happens after Orry touches the person.
So again, people say, I don't say it. Am I spreading this information? No, not really, no. But I'm repeating what people have said. So people feel that when I touch them, specifically with my right hand, that they tend to feel younger. Like they just feel almost immediately like a few years come off them. And a lot of people have just said that they just feel a little healthier. Now, am I saying this is true? I'm not saying this is true. I'm not going around saying I'm some guru or I'm some pandit and I'll touch you and I'll heal you and you look better. I'm not saying that. But have people said it to me? Yes. It didn't happen overnight. It happened over a lot of time. It was one touch or two touch, and it was enough touches that people, when they would discuss with each other, like, you know, Orry touched me, and they confirmed to each other that I felt better after the touch. And I once may or may not have cured a man of erectile dysfunction with my touch. And again, am I saying it? No, but he said it.
Yeah.
So this man was married for 8 years. For 8 years he was married and his wife never conceived. And he came to me and he was like, Orry, I've heard that, you know, your touch, if you touch someone's stomach, it cures their gas. If you touch someone's heart, like, they feel better. And I was like, yes, it's true, I've heard that too. So he was like, my wife hasn't gotten pregnant. It's been eight years. What do I do? And I was like, I'm happy to touch you because I was paid to be in that situation that I was. And so I was like, since I've been paid to be here, I can give you the touch. But I would have to touch the body part that's in question, right? Because I have to touch your stomach for your gas, your head for your head. And I was like, I don't have to touch your skin. That's not a thing. But I do have, like, the energy has to go from me into you.
Correct.
And so I was like, if you're willing to sign a contract that means you can't put a Me Too on me tomorrow, I will give you the touch. 3 months after he got the touch, his wife got pregnant. Am I saying it's me? I'm not saying it's me. But was it a coincidence? 8 years she didn't get pregnant. 3 months after the touch. So all my friends joke and said, you made him so happy that he got his wife pregnant thinking of your touch. And I was like, I don't know about all of that. I'm not saying that. My friends said it. But am I saying it was my touch? I don't know if it was my touch. I can't scientifically prove it was my touch. But he was touched.
I have to ask you, do you really feel sometimes that you're God's favorite child sent to humanity?
People say that. I don't say it. People say it.
Yeah. And the one thing which they really notice a lot about you is that the glow which Orry maintains on his skin, and he shines, he beams with joy, and
that's
he
the
beams
aura
with joy.
pouring out.
Yeah, so I really want to know some tips out of you that
I don't do any skincare.
Really?
Not one drop. I should use sunscreen. I don't. I don't use moisturizer, and I don't wear makeup.
Okay.
I just don't. I don't think I need it.
So any diet chart which you really follow?
No, not really. See, I just feel like when it comes to your diet, you have to be happy. So I'm either eating really unhealthy or I'm not eating at all.
Yeah.
So I am living currently in starvation nation. Yeah, today I've eaten an egg for breakfast and I've not eaten till now, and it's 9:30 p.m.
And I'm going to serve you some good, interesting food which is going to be Chinese.
Yes,
How
you
much do
are.
you love Chinese?
I do love Chinese. So I rather starve for like 48 hours and then eat something really bad.
So you starve yourself?
Yes. I have trained the body to starve. In 2023, I lost like some 24, 25 plus kilos. I'll send you a fat picture of me. Tam will send it to you and you can put this in your video.
Okay, but Orry, which is your favorite food item which you really like to have?
My favorite food item, and I can eat this all day, every day, and I do sometimes eat this every single day, is Shin Ramen noodles. I don't know if you know what that is, but those are my favorite noodles. With half the seasoning, because if you put the full seasoning, my body will explode the next morning. Half the spiciness, and I can eat that every single day. Sometimes I will not eat the whole day, so that I can eat 2 Shin Ramens at night. And to me, it's like, yes, I did it.
But over the years, did your diet change, Orry, because...
I dropped sugar.
Yeah.
So I dropped sugar because I think sugar is the biggest devil. And I read somewhere that if you drop sugar makes you crave more sugar. So if you drop sugar for like 7 days, you stop kind of craving it. So I was like, let's go through that 7 days. And I just don't have a sweet tooth anymore. And it's not no added sugar, it's no sugar, which means no fruits. Because fruits are full of fructose and fructose is all sugar. In the year of 2023, I did not eat a sugar. And in February, I did not eat, in 2023, I did not eat a fruit. And in 2024 Feb, I accidentally took a bite of a plum and I was like, this taste is so unfamiliar, and I realized I was like, it's a fruit, and I spat it out.
No one can say no to the spicy, tasty and yummiest food from Chinese Wok. Chinese Wok ने बनाया नितिन को अंपायर से यम्पायर. आप कब बन रहे हो? Order now.
Let's just place the order. What do you want?
I will have the chili chicken and this noodles. And
burnt garlic
the burnt garlic noodles, yeah.
And you'll have chili chicken.
And the chili chicken and this momo.
The which one? The corn and
The
cheese
veg one, the corn and cheese.
Yeah. Anything in sweet you want?
No.
So are you also the one who prefers having that coffee shot in the morning because... No, not really. Okay. But also, did you include any food item in particular for your, for which makes your skin glow and all that?
I eat trash. I'm going to be so honest with you. Because if I'm going to eat once a day or twice a day, if I'm going to starve myself, then when I eat, I'm going to be happy eating. So I eat junk.
Achha.
Yeah, that's it. I did not add anything to change my hair and my skin. I don't believe in those. How would you know if you eat something it's going to change your skin? How would you know? That's not an overnight change. But you're going to give it 3 weeks to check if your skin's... You're going to eat the same thing for 3 weeks. I don't believe in all.
Okay. But did you have any food item in particular which you really regretted because you just wanted to try out of curiosity and then you were like, it's not for me, and you're like, why did I have it?
Once I attempted to make a pizza and I didn't know that you have to let the dough, when you make it from scratch, yeast or bake or not sit overnight. I didn't know that. So I made this pizza in unrested dough. And so it was like gooey pizza inside. And I was like, I'm sure it's fine. I baked it, I put whatever, and I ate it.
Yeah.
And I don't regret it, because you should never regret anything in life. Because in life, don't regret things, because at one point you did exactly what you wanted to do. And I always do what I want. So I wanted to eat that
And
kacha pizza, and I ate it. And it didn't go well, but I don't regret it. But I should not have eaten it, but I don't regret it.
But Orry, you are an inspiration for people like me also, because I do follow some of your mantras.
Which one?
Especially this one, the regret.
You should never regret. You should never
And
regret.
Orry, I still really regret why this happened. But now
Just
I'm
remember.
like, it happened now, forget it.
Never regret, because at that point you did exactly what you wanted to do. And I do what I want.
And that reminds me of some of very interesting things about you, which I really spy on, is your special parties.
Yes, which one?
Especially the drunken party.
I've not had a party in so long.
Yeah, but some of the pictures which
But I attend a lot. I attend a lot of parties.
I didn't know a lot.
Yeah.
So, one of those drunken nights which you really remember and you're like, you really want to relive that moment.
I was just talking to my friends the other day. One of my friends was like, oh my God, the other day I had gone to this party and the pictures of me were everywhere and I was so embarrassed the next day. And I was like, why? Why were you embarrassed? I live for pictures of me to be everywhere. I worked hard.
Yeah.
The fame life didn't choose me. I chose it. I actively chose it. On my birthday, I decided the time has come and I have to be famous, and I just became famous. But the point is that I was once at one of my Bigg Boss friends, for my Bigg Boss family, Abhishek. It was his party, and it was in the depths of Vadala or Matunga or Malad or somewhere I hadn't been. So I wasn't familiar with the place. And all the Bigg Boss, our whole Bigg Boss, the cast were all there. Well, I'm not saying the cast like that, not the cast, but the Bigg Boss people. They were all getting so much more attention than me. And I was like, hell to the no, not tonight, Satans. I didn't drive all this way. I didn't buy this car, drive all this way for you all to get more attention than me. And so I've jumped up on the bar and I've danced on the bar in Malad or Matunga, Vadal, wherever this is. And I'm in a tank top and these black tight pants with these red fittings on the side, and I'm dancing on the bar and kicking bottles off it. And I really thought I was the item number of that night. And there were videos all over the internet the next day. And that was my peak. That was my peak. I showed them.
And they were like, oh my God, we are literally no one is looking at us.
No,
Sorry,
everyone was still looking at them. But the videos of me circulated the most. I did what I was meant to do and then I left.
Which is that one celebrity you really adore partying with, or you really prefer going all out, completely crazy with?
Renee Sen. I'm going to choose Renee. Renee is my new favorite friend to go out with because she's the most fun. And she's as whacked as me. That song, Ain't Nobody Gonna Match My Freak.
Whoa, but
Yeah.
I have to ask you, who Orry's preferred partner is there when he goes to club, to party with? Preferred partner.
A preferred partner? Now you can't party with the same people every day. There's no preferred partner. I go out firstly, no one else has the energy I have. No one else can go out as much as me. So I'll in a week, if there's 7 days, I go out 9 times.
Huh.
So now no one else can do that. And all these other people have jobs apparently. So no one can just do that. So it's usually just me and the people change. The players change, but the game remains the same.
But that reminds me, as you said, people go on jobs, Orry
Yes.
doesn't really work. So
Yes.
what is that mantra? Again, one more mantra of yours, which is going viral and people really want to follow that.
Which one?
Which is of not working and just getting paid.
I know. Can you believe it? I've conned the system. I have made my work into talking about how I don't like work. And the more I talk about how I don't like work, the more work I get. And the more work I get, in which I'm talking about how I don't like work,
Yeah.
the more money I'm making. And I'm making more money just by preaching that one shouldn't waste their time trying to make money. So I don't really know how the system works, but it's worked for me. I've literally made a whole living out of talking about how one must do nothing. And I have mastered the art. Can I tell you something? Doing nothing is not easy. The other day I was in New York and I was with my friend and I went here and I went there and I went there. I did 300 things and I came home and she was on the couch, the same place I left her in the morning. And I was like, Ria Brown, what have you done today? And she's like, you know what? I did nothing. And that's when I realized it's not easy to do nothing because an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So if you could do nothing all day and your mind isn't, if you could be idle all day and your mind is not the devil's workshop, it means you've been fighting the devil all day. And that, my friend, is more work than anything I did that day. I mean, I made 7 TikToks, I mean, gone to museums, gotten photographed somewhere, gone, I don't know all the things I did that day. But I was not fighting the devil. And that's when I realized Rhea Brown, doing nothing is actually the hardest job of them all.
Okay, and now there are some things which Orry prefers to consume when he has the following moods. The very first one is hungry. When you're hungry, what do you prefer having?
When I am hungry, I am never hungry. I have trained myself into just not being hungry. So if you're not hungry, how can you be angry? And another emotion that you're never going to catch me in, or very rarely catch me in, is angry. Tam actually has experienced that a few times. However, I'm rarely ever, because I just really don't care that much to get angry at things and situations. Like I just don't care.
Okay.
So if I'm never hungry and I'm never angry, how could I be hungry? But I understand your question, so I will answer it by saying I would probably like chicken nuggets and French fry.
Do you prefer having street food? Have you tried ever?
This is not street food, we are in a restaurant.
We are, but like have you tried kind of like ever?
I recently ate a pain-puri for the first time, yes.
Really?
Yeah. And I and then I was like, oh, he's doing it wrong. And so I bit into it like half.
And on that note, we have just got some amazing food.
Amazing, yum.
That's a very good setup.
Okay.
This is the burnt garlic noodles.
Yes.
I loved your cover. Your phone cover is the talk of the town, and people really want to know if Orry is going to launch his own collection or no,
No.
especially the t-shirt.
No.
Why?
No. I tell everyone, I'm not here to sell phone cases. I'm not selling t-shirts, I'm selling a dream. That's the only thing I'm looking to sell.
So basically it's only Orry which is exclusive to us, and
Yes.
today he's exclusive to us, I must say that. But how to get Orrified? Like
How
do
to
I-
get
yeah,
horrified.
tips to get Orrified basically.
Okay, I'll tell you. The other day, a new minion joined my team. And it was amazing, and he's great. It's just that he lives a little far away from me, so it's hard, but he's great. In fact, he was someone I had to convince him to be my minion. And I've never had to convince someone before, but you can't just become a minion. You have to be selected by me,
Correct.
myself, and I. And he had to shoot a reel with me. So he was in a reel because I needed like a side character in the reel. And so he did it. And the next day he called me after I posted the reel. And he was just like, thank you so much, because I didn't know what it meant to be a minion. But I wanted to work with this brand. And they were kind of sidelining me and they didn't really care much. But after you posted the reel, they called me 3 times. And when I saw the call, I picked up and they were like, oh no, we'd love to work with you, take your time, this, that. And he was like, their whole attitude towards me changed. And at the end of the call, they said, by the way, how was it working with Orry? Like, how did you do that? And so he was like, and that's when I realized they saw that reel you posted, and now suddenly they wanted me in the ad. And he got the ad that he wanted, he got the pay that he wanted. And that was just someone who had worked with me just once. And then another minion of mine, see, the minions are the ones who are around me the most, right? So they get the most glow on them.
Yeah.
My head minion at the time, now she's become too big for me, her life just changed. She has a look, what? Why are you laughing?
Is the head minion around us?
No, she's not around us. Her life just changed. Suddenly, like, she was getting business, celebrities were talking to her. I'd go to like one of my famous friends' houses and she'd just be there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is going on? And at some point, I think she started thinking that I was her minion.
Okay.
Because it was just really complicated, but her life just changed and she just blew up. Like,
But
and
why
that was
they have
it.
been named as minions?
Because, I think I call them Orry 1, 2, 3, and now they think they're actually Orrys.
Yeah.
But, because they're my minions. That's what they are.
And coming back to your moods, when Orry feels very wild, what
When I'm
do you
feeling
have?
wild, I'm feeling very wild.
Yes. You really feel naughty, you feel something like sensational about your own self, and you really want to, enjoy the pleasure, but just, like drinking a red wine or...
Babe, that I do like on a daily basis. I don't have to be wild for that.
Something which you do, basically.
When I'm feeling wild, like really out of the box, and I'm really like, go big or go home, like this is the meal, I'm like, I will indulge in a little bit of a carrot cake. And I love a fucking carrot cake. My birthday cake was an entire carrot cake. And everybody knows a carrot cake's not really a cake, it's a salad. And so it's fine to have that, but I love my carrot cake. Yeah.
Really?
It's my favorite cake.
Carrot cake.
The carrot cake.
But
What?
when you feel mixed feelings, you don't know what exactly the mood is. What do you have?
So that's me almost every day. I always have mixed feelings. And then what I do is I take a bite of everything. Yeah, so I'll order many things. I'll order Japanese, I'll order Chinese, I'll order American, I'll order burgers, I'll order pasta, and take a teensy bite of everything. But then I don't enjoy any of it. So I'm still left feeling unsatisfied. I think that's a really spoiled life though. Imagine taking a bite of many things from different cuisines, like a few Chinese items, a few Japanese items, a few Italian items, a few whatever, Thai items, and just not enjoying any of it. Sometimes I feel being a liver spoils you because being a liver means you've lived an amazing life, like you've lived your life to the fullest, you've really done it. And because I've done all of that, there's nothing exciting anymore. And then you have mixed feelings, like what do I want to eat?
Yeah.
Then you eat everything and you're still not happy.
Okay, and when you're sobbing, in case you're sobbing.
So when I'm sad,
Yeah.
I think the last time I was really sad, was in 2021. And my breakfast was like 4 mimosas. I would wake up and I'm drinking these champagne, tequila, bellinis and mimosas, and I'm just like drunk at breakfast. And then I want to eat the fluffiest thing. So it's a fluffy omelette or a fluffy pancake. And I am known for my viral fluffy omelette that I can whip together very well. And I should have brought you one of my fluffy omelettes. And then at lunch, I'm going to down like 3 bottles of wine. And then I'm going to eat pink sauce pasta with mushrooms and baby corn. Because mushrooms are like soft and like kind of cute, and baby corn is like hard. And then you slurp it in the pink sauce, and that's going to be my lunch. But I'm going to be drunk through all of this. And then for dinner, it's going to be an extremely non-vegetarian dish. Yeah.
But what made Orry so famous in the beatdown circuit? Like people really talk about Orry all the time, and a lot of say even Karan Johar's chat show or say Kapil Sharma's or otherwise Bigg Boss, people just speak about Orry. So what made Orry so famous?
I think it's because I talk very openly. I feel like I just really speak my mind, and I'm really talking really fluidly, and I try to keep it real. Like everyone asked me, was your Bigg Boss with Salman scripted? Were those answers scripted? I was like, babe, I didn't even know what I was saying because I was like vomiting whatever was in my mind, and people were laughing, and it did really well. Like that, it was viral for like months after that. But I had to leave and ask my friend, why are people laughing? Because I know I said something in Hindi and I had no idea the joke I cracked because the joke was on me. And so I think people really loved that. Like I think people really love that. Even right now, like I'm just really vomiting out whatever's coming into my mind. So I'm answering really honestly. I think people can gauge that. I think that translates to the audience at least, or to people really well. Like even on Coffee with Karan, a lot of people are like, oh, he's lying about that, he's lying about that. But I was like, I assure you, I am not lying. Because then they were like, oh, he's lying about having minions. But I was like, but I have so many of, like you can see them. He's lying about having doppelgangers. I was like, but you can Google it. They exist. They show up. Like, so I think it was just that. I think it was the raw honesty of the answers. But also I just feel the life I live is so, I mean, I didn't realize how unrelatable it was until one of my friends was like, you're really unrelatable. So like one of my friends came over for advice. Not for advice. One of my friends was sad one day and we were like chatting and I was like, okay, like all you gotta do is, and she's like, nah, zip it. I came to vent. I can't relate to you. What you do, I don't do. What you do, no one does. So I don't want your advice because we don't click like that. I just want you to hear what I'm saying because I live down the street. And that's when I was like, shit, I'm really unrelatable. So I think, I just think like the brutal honesty in my answers and maybe an unrelatable, I don't know. Maybe it's the combination of those things that people found comical. But I was just really there being myself. I had no idea I even said anything funny.
But there are some, fan pages also, of yours, which really, enjoy having this Hindi wala conversation, Main dekh raha hai, main gym kar raha hai. That guy who makes those videos, it's gone viral like
but
wow.
The amount of people who are mimicking Orry wali Hindi.
Yeah.
Delhi University on National Hindi Day has celebrated Orry wali Hindi.
Wow.
So if you Google
I
it,
guess I didn't
the
know,
kids
yeah.
in
Wow.
Delhi University have all gone on stage or one by one gone and said speeches in Orry wali Hindi. And here I am genuinely from the bottom of my heart struggling to just get my words out. Like I'm not trying to be like, oh, I don't speak Hindi, main Hindi nahi bolta hai. No. Like I'm genuinely struggling to
I
to
wanted to say
converse.
something in Hindi.
You can ask me, but however, my Hindi has gotten much better over the last year.
Yeah, how come?
To the extent that yesterday on shoot, they were like, no, we want Orry wali Hindi. And I was like, I'm speaking Orry wali Hindi. Like, I'm speaking Hindi, that's what it is. And they were like, no, you're pronunciating everything. They were like, can you say aapki tareef? And I was saying aapki tareef or whatever. I was pronouncing it right. Whatever the correct thing was, they were like, you're saying it right. We want you to say it wrong. I was like, I have never, ever had to try. So we're proud of me as a group that my Hindi has gotten better. But yeah.
So I'll ask you one question in Hindi.
Yes, as you wish.
Orry ने कभी खाना बनाया है?
हाँ जी.
अच्छा.
हाँ जी. Yes.
क्या बनाया है basically?
अभी ही पिछला हफ्ता में लंदन में था और मैं मेरा किचन को देखा और मेरा किचन इतना अच्छा दिख रहा था तो मैं सोचा चलो आज किचन को इस्तेमाल करेगा और मैंने मेरा वायरल फ्लफी ऑमलेट बनाया फिर मैं मेरा वायरल आइस्ड कॉफ़ी बनाया फिर मैं सोचा मैं आज कुछ नया बनाएगा कुछ वाइल्ड कुछ भयानक नो व्हाट इज वाइल्ड इन हिंदी वाइल्ड कैसा बोलते हैं हिंदी में
खतरनाक
कुछ खतरनाक मैं सोचा मैं बनाएगा आज पोटैटो मशरूम
अच्छा
पोटैटो मशरूम्स पता है क्या है
मैंने पोटैटो
को लेती है लेता है व्हाटएवर पोटैटो को ले लो और फिर पोटैटो को मशरूम बनाना है या मशरूम को पोटैटो से बनाना है जैसा आपको आपका आलू को अभी मशरूम बनना है
ओह अच्छा तो आलू टर्न्स टू बी अ मशरूम
यस तो फिर आलू ले लो और आलू को स्टीम कर और फिर आलू को मैश कर फिर वो आलू में थोड़ा मैदा फ्लावर फिर वो आलू और मैदा थोड़ा आटा बन जाता है फिर छोटे बॉल्स में बनाते हैं गोल और फिर बियर बॉटल ले लो खाली बियर बॉटल और करो फिर वो बियर बॉटल का शेप आलू को मशरूम का शेप में बनाएगा ना क्यूट बॉल है थोड़ा बॉटल का अंदर जाएगा ना और फिर रिमेनिंग इज लाइक द मशरूम का हेड
the entire design of it
या तो वो आलू अभी मशरूम हो गया शेप में और फिर उसको स्टीम करता है और वो होता है पोटैटो मशरूम और फिर जैसा एक सॉस बनाते हैं उसके साथ ये डिश चाइना में बहुत फेमस है और मैंने सीखा
इंडिया में मिलेगा
मुझे वो सब नहीं पता है पर मैं बना सकते हैं अभी क्योंकि मैंने 3 बार ट्राई किया एक बार पूरा फ्लॉप दूसरा बार पूरा फ्लॉप तीसरा बार मैं बाहर था मैं आई वाज ड्रंक मैं पूरा टल्ली था पूरा ड्रंक स्टेट में मैं दोबारा तीसरा बार ट्राई किया अटेम्प्टेड फेलियर से मत डरो तीसरा बार मैं बनाया वो पोटैटो मशरूम और वो भी बेकार था पर मैं बनाया चलो
Have you burnt the kitchen while cooking as such?
नहीं क्योंकि मेरा स्टोव इलेक्ट्रिक है इलेक्ट्रिक स्टोव तो वो आग से नहीं जलता है However, मैंने मेरा डिश वॉशर में लिक्विड सोप डाला दूसरा दिन और सब लोग मैं स्नैपचैट पर स्टोरी डाला सब लोग रिप्लाई किया मत करो लिक्विड सोप मत डालो पर द टाइम हैड गॉन मैंने लिक्विड सोप डाला और जब मैं वापस घर आया वो पूरा वॉशिंग मशीन पूरा फोम बन गया मेरा पूरा किचन एक फोम बाटी था I'll send you the video.
Which is that one dish your mom cooks you really love?
I have everything my mom cooks.
Yeah. Any बचपन का memories जिसके वजह से mom ने डांटा हो आपको you know especially like scolded you for having some food item or you know doing something like that?
Growing up, we weren't really allowed to eat colored food, like nothing too colorful. And thank God, because I never got addicted to those colorful candies and chips and dips or whatever. That was a house rule we had. We had very few house rules. No colored food, no mixed drinks, and no sleepovers. But I was never scolded really for eating anything, because I don't think I ever ate anything wrong. But I was a fat baby. I was the kind of baby that during TV time in the evening, when the staff would bring out the sandwiches for me, my brothers, my cousins, whatever, I'd take all the sandwiches and hide them behind the TV. At that time, the TV is a box. It was like a box. So I'd hide all the sandwiches, and the other kids didn't know the sandwiches had come because they never saw the sandwiches because they were all gone. And then after TV time, dinner time, I had my whole storage of hidden sandwiches behind the TV. And I'd go and I'd eat it and leave the crust. And one day my mom found behind the TV when they were cleaning mountains of sandwich crust.
Really?
And caught me as the kid eating the sandwiches. And none of the other kids knew there were sandwiches because they never saw it. Because I would go before everyone else would come to the TV room for snack time. I would make my way there first, eat my sandwich and hide the rest. So none of the other kids knew that they were missing out.
That's very cute also. But like the cockroaches were around.
I guess that's how they caught me.
Because if it's piled up, you never know types.
Yeah.
Right?
And also I remember I used to go to Beach Candy Club as a kid. So I'd walk to Beach Candy Club with my maid would take me, my helper would take me. And my mom would give us taxi money. Take a cab, then take a cab back. And I would make my maid carry me there and carry me back and pocket the 20 rupees and buy myself those coffee. What are those coffee?
Chocolates,
sweets?
yeah,
Those little coffee ones. You get them in Mucchad Panwala, I remember.
Cover?
Coffee bites
Coffee
must
bites.
have been, yeah. And I would take all this taxi money and eat a coffee.
And Mucchad Panwala, you really have good
He
memories of
loved
that.
me. Was
One of
his
the
favorite
best.
baby.
Yeah. But I have to ask you which way Orry likes to swing. Okay, when I ask this, which means Bollywood's housewives, Bollywood's beauties, or Bollywood's superstars in the making.
What is that? I don't understand. it.
Swing basically, if you had to choose out of these three, when you have to kind of form your own kind of a party hub or kind of a party club, which way do you swing? Like what do you prefer the
Can't I
most?
call all of them?
All.
Yeah.
You're being very diplomatic. Like
Why?
if you have to choose.
But you have
one
to
of
call
them.
everyone to a party. No?
Yeah.
Like a party is not made unless you call the housewives and the, what was the second one?
The superstars basically
Superstars, you
in
want
the
the
making.
superstars, you want the housewives, and you want the upcoming. You want everyone there. But if an upcoming star becomes a superstar tomorrow and you didn't invite them to your party, and they're going to remember that. Because many times a lot of people didn't invite me to their parties.
Okay.
And I used to feel bad. And then when I became a little more famous, some invited me and I said, okay, I'll go. And then when I got very, very famous, then I got the invite. And I said no, because no once means no forever. You didn't invite me back then. I'm coming now. Now why? Because I'll get photographed entering your party. I'll make it cool. Orry's come, other people. No. A party lasts 3 hours. But you know what doesn't? A grudge. A grudge lasts a lifetime. So you don't call me to your party. It's a 3-hour party. I'll sit at home for 3 hours and I'll twist my hands and I'll feel the FOMO and I'll see the pictures online, or maybe I won't, but your party's over in 3 hours, babe. But my grudge is gonna last a lifetime. And I hold a grudge. I'll remember.
I feel you
I
on this
will
part.
remember, yeah. So it's happened.
Yeah.
It has happened. So a lot of people haven't called me, and today how tables have turned. I remember once Deepika Padukone told me, and I loved DP. Like anyone who knows me knows I adore that woman. And she said to me, she was like, Orry, back in the day when everyone said you were irritating, I said, no, he has something. And I was like, what? And she's like, yes, everyone said you were irritating. And I said, no, he has something. I was like, I didn't know people said I was irritating. I didn't know that, but thank you, DP.
Yeah.
And she supported me from the start.
Wow,
So-
that's super sweet actually of course. But I need to know about your Hollywood clout. A lot of people,
Yes.
really get surprised when they see your Instagram stories, especially when you wished Kylie Jenner and that picture went viral. Like how? Like what is this connection you both have? And she seems to be like very close friend of yours.
We're not friends.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I cut my cake at her house once for my birthday and it was cute, but we're not friends.
Okay, but then what's the thing, because Bollywood is one thing we are aware of, you really have like very good thick friends over here, but Hollywood is something
But
which
it's
is
the
very
same
surprising.
thing.
Yeah?
It's the aura. That's it, because everyone was like, how did you perform with Justin Bieber? Like, how did you and him sing that song together? And
Yeah.
was it planned? And I was like, no, I was just a boy in the crowd. And he came to me. He went across stage and came right at me in a crowd of thousands of girls.
Yeah.
He came to me. And he sang Baby with me, which is his most famous song. We sang it together. And I'm not saying it again, but everybody said that he was uncontrollably attracted to Orry's aura, because why else would he dart across stage in a pool full of women and sing his most famous song with Orry? And then he came back and sang Where Are You Now again with me, and then he posted about it, then I posted about it. But I never went to him. And that's the God's honest truth. Like, I don't know. That the aura effect is real. I'm not saying it. People are saying it.
Even Rihanna,
Yeah,
like
she came to me and she said, I was watching you
Yeah.
and I want your earring.
Yeah, she took
And
your
she took both my earrings, but she was great.
Yeah.
She was lovely.
Which is a 2 a.m. meal you'd really like to consume?
This is the easiest answer. So in my house there's a
Are you
tea.
awake in the night?
Yes, I am awake till 6 or 7 in the morning. I don't sleep.
Okay.
You can ask anyone who knows me, and if you ask them, when is Orry awake or asleep, you can text him at any time, he'll reply. I will reply to your message faster than you could even message me. If you are typing, hi, hello, what's up, I've already replied saying, hi, you're typing, what's up. I can see you, what do you want? Tell me, because I am bored and jobless. I won't fall asleep. Ask time, like I send her messages at 6, 7, 8 in the morning, like I just, sleep is for the weak.
And do you like consume something at wee hours, like you really feel like you're just going and fidgeting with your kitchen?
So I was
food?
about to say, in my
Yeah.
house there's a key, and that key opens a cabinet which needs another key, which needs another key. So if I'm really hungry and feeling naughty at night and have the energy to go through key 1, 2, 3, there's a cabinet of blue lays, and I take the dahi out of the fridge, and then I'll sit in my bed and I'll take each individual lays and dip it in the dahi and I'll eat it. It's a combination that just envelops your mouth. And it's like, it's crunchy and slurpy and it's everything. It's cold but it's hot, and it's crunchy and it's slurpy and it's spicy but it's icy. I don't know how to explain it. It's just
One of the dates which turned out to be very good for you because of
Date.
Yeah, date.
the
One of the
date. Dates or dates?
Dates.
Date.
Yeah.
Like a date.
Like a date, a proper date.
If I was on a date, I wouldn't actually eat the food in front of me ever. And you want to choose a place that the food doesn't smell. No garlic, no onions, and none of that. Nothing spicy, because then I'll pop open on the spot. But if I'm on a date, I watched this TV show once where one of the main characters was anorexic.
Okay.
And I would watch it again and again because I used to study how she would eat in the show. Because she suffers from anorexia, but
Yeah.
she would hide it from her friends. So the way she'd like separate the food, like she'd cut the food but then talk to you. So you think she's eating, and then she's about to have a bite, and you think she's going to eat, she puts it back down, and then she chops up her food, and then she's like, oh my god, you should try this, it's so yummy, and she puts it in their plate, and she gives you a bite, blah blah blah, and then she's done, and then she takes it away. When you think that this character has had a full meal, but she didn't have a
Smart,
single
yeah.
bite. And so I learned from that how to go on a date, because you really don't want to eat on a date. Everything has a learning, something to learn from. So the show wasn't about anorexia, but that character was anorexic, and I really learned how to eat on a date. Because you don't want to eat on a date. That's the last thing you want to do. Do you want to risk getting gas? No. Do you want to burp? No. Do you want bad breath? No. Do you want to fill your stomach? What if you have to poo? We don't want all of this. You eat 5 hours before the date, you pretend you ate on the date, and you just stick to your drink.
But any of your dates which turned out to be disastrous for you?
I've never had a disastrous date in my life. No, I
Like
don't.
ever you felt like why did I even go on a date with this person XYZ? Ever, it happens sometimes. You really don't you don't get the vibe. Never.
Because then I make a TikTok about it, and so the date was successful because I got content.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I've ever had a bad date. But that's maybe because I can entertain myself. Like I can go out and you could be a wall and I'll have the best time ever. In fact, I prefer that.
Achha.
Because I'm just bouncing my own energy off you. And so I've had the best time. And I'll go home thinking I had a blast.
But I'm definitely having a very good time with you. And
hope
last
so.
few questions, so I'm definitely having a very good time. But I have to ask you this. You are one person on social media, everyone talks about you.
Thank God.
But
I
just
work
like one
very
thing
hard.
you really watch on social media what you really like.
Myself.
Yeah.
I scroll through reels waiting for a reel about
So,
me to
are
come or
you-
my own reel to come back.
But are you like मैं अपना favorite too kind of?
Me
person?
apna hi favorite. Why would anyone else be my favorite? Like, it's a line that so many people relate with, because why would someone else be your favorite? Like, that's really weird. Like, why would you be my favorite? Who else can be my favorite? Like, I don't know. Like, I live my life in my shoes. Like, I don't know you. You ain't my favorite. But I love when people make reels about me, because then I really love the content. I love watching it. From 5 to 8 in the morning, I'm commenting on reels.
Okay.
So it is not unheard of for people to wake up in the morning and find me commenting. And the thing is, those are my most boring hours. I have nothing to do sometimes at 5 to 8 in the morning. So I'll be commenting in depth, like detailed comments. I'll be giving people my opinion. I'll be giving them business advice. And people will wake up and they'll be so confused because what is Orry doing fighting with some random bot in the comment section, I'll fight. And I'll go back and reply to them if they reply to me, and there'll be like a whole ping pong fight in the comment section. But recently, what have I been enjoying watching? I'll tell you what I've been enjoying watching. I have been enjoying Janvi recently had that dance number that came out.
Yes.
So I play that on repeat. Sharvari had a dance number that came out. I've been playing that on repeat. And someone else that I've been stalking is the Rebel Kid. And it's all in Hindi.
Yeah.
So I've been learning Shuddh Hindi from her videos. Yes, that is actually a source.
She was very surprised when you invited her out of all,
Yes,
you know, for
yes.
this,
She,
for a
and
special
I thought that
party.
was so cute.
Yeah.
And
I saw the entire
Yeah.
video, and you know, that is how we really had a glance of some, you know, special occasions. But coming back to one thing, if Orry, you know, you are the most popular social media influencer, if not that, would you try your hands on acting? And if yes, which genre really attracts you?
I feel like I've been screaming this from the top of my building for the past like many years, but I'm not acting. I'm not interested in acting. I don't have that kind of time. I don't have that kind of energy. And a pat on the back to all the people who are acting, because it looks like an easy job, you know, it looks like an easy job. It's not an easy job. You have to be fit all the time. You have to look great all the time. You have to be your character at home. You have to be your character in front of the camera. You have to deliver a character. If you can't deliver the character, you're going to get destroyed online. The public opinion never stops. The public pressure never stops. You're on some film set in God knows what part of what country, living in a van with all these wires around you, and it's usually like a lot of people and it's hot. Like, I don't act in movies, but I've done a few commercials and it's very uncomfortable. And I don't
Ads,
know.
especially I've seen your ads and all, which has been cool. I
Yeah,
think.
but those are like 1 day shoots, like 8 hours. So I'll suffer for those 8 hours, or I'll have fun maybe.
not
sure.
like really like
but imagine
long
multiple
schedule.
days living in another character. Normally when I do ads or when I act or I do a cameo, I'm playing myself. I'm playing Orry in the ad. I'm playing Orry in Call Me Bae. I'm Orry in Orphe's show.
Yeah.
So I'm not really getting into another character, and I don't want to get into another. Listen, most people like think acting is what, like you're glamorous and you're getting papped and you're famous. I'm all those things. I am glamorous.
There's
I
one
get
thing
papped. I'm famous.
I have to add one thing, because we saw this video of yours, glimpse of yours, watching your own biography, which has been made on you, probably in the theaters. Like, what exactly
You've
it
been
is?
tricked.
I've been tricked. So what exactly
It's
it
a
is? Like,
PVR ad. I'm the face of the cinema hall.
okay.
The ad for PVR. I am in the PVR ad for PVR.
Okay.
So,
It's not,
as a non-film personality, instead of acting in a movie, I just became the face of the cinema hall. So I tricked everyone and I beat the system, and I'm on the big screen and I'm on the silver screen. I had my debut in the theatre, and people are going to the theatres and they're watching Orry on the big screen and they're loving it and they're tagging me. So that's what I'm saying. I did it all without being in a movie.
But have you ever been like cheated?
Cheated.
Yeah, cheated as in like it could
Like
be,
money?
you know, being duped, or probably like somewhere or otherwise
Scam.
scammed, yeah. Or probably in friendships also. Never know.
So, cheated.
Cheated.
You know, once one of my friends tried to cheat me, but she failed, or he failed. I can't reveal the friend. It's a famous friend, yes.
Okay.
And we went out for dinner together in a foreign country. And I don't want to give too many details, because then God knows the Redditors and anyone watches it, will very easily find out who it
for them
is.
it's very easy.
So I went for dinner with this friend,
Yeah.
and right before the bill came, said friend went to the bathroom. But this was many years ago. So I wasn't making as much money as I was today. So I was like, I'm paying for this whole expensive dinner that this friend chose the restaurant for. And I was like, this ex-friend, ex as in character X, thought they could go to the bathroom and I'll just go up with this rich South Bombay kid. I'll just stay out. No. Oh, no. I'm paying this bill. I waited there.
Really?
And
then?
friend came back and the bill was still there. And I was like, oh, bill's coming, gotta give you a card. And said friend took out the card and the card didn't work. And the friend was like, oh, it's because we're in a foreign country, maybe my card's not working. And I was like, okay, cool. So I did have to pay the bill in the end. But I did try to not get scammed, because I knew what was happening. I could tell what was happening. But the card didn't work, and the friend was like, in a foreign country, fraud, this, that. Fair enough, fair enough excuse, happens to the most of us. But then said friend used the same excuse the next week on someone else in front of me. And I was like, the lion, the witch, and the audacity of this bitch. The fact that friend forgot that she pulled the same non-working debit credit card again, and that too in front of me, shameless, and just done it again. And so I was sitting there thinking, obviously, it's normal. You can have a card and you can cancel your card or lock your card, and that's what this one has been doing.
Yeah.
And remember, money saved is money earned. Friend has been profiting off of us.
So I know how it happens.
Huh?
I've been duped once.
There we go.
So I really know how it happens, especially like if you go on trips and
Yeah.
someone just like takes your money and you're like, oh, what just happened?
Yeah.
But as I'm enjoying this conversation, we have also come to the end of it.
Oh no.
And no, there are some fun segments which we are going to play, but I have to ask you which of these following food items you really liked.
No, because I'm yet to try the rest.
Okay. Oh wow. Sorry, fried again. Horrified noodles. Even the food is lucky to have you, I must say that, right?
That was sweet, yeah.
Lovely chatting with you,
Thank
Orry,
you.
and it was amazing to have you over here, and
was
we
amazing to be
enjoyed
here.
Yeah, to be here for me, of course, it was a horrified meeting which I was really waiting for very long, and finally it happened, and that too at such a lovely pace. And Chinese, I'm sure, has become my favorite thanks to you. Thank you so much for a lovely time, and hope to see you again on Zoom Isko Dekho
Hopefully very soon.
super soon. Yeah,
Mm.
hopefully. Cross fingers. Thank you.